welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a good old-fashioned shop my stash. Get ready with me. I take you along with me as I shop through my makeup collection, show you what's in my drawers, show you what I am choosing and why. Most of these I haven't reached for in a hot second, and I just kind of wanted to use them again because I hadn't played with them in a while. This is the look that I make right here. I actually really like how it turned out, not going to lie. So before we get started, if you like this video or you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to see me shop in my stash and then how I made this look right here, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, doke, the lighting's not the best because it's really super gray outside. And also, fair warning, these drawers are a little bit of a hot mess. I need to do some declutter soon, but let's start up here with primers. You know what? I haven't reached for this one in a while. I feel like I'm going to try to reach for products that I haven't reached for in a while. The Good Molecules Silicone-Free Priming Moisturizer. This is a great just moisturizing primer, so let's give this one a go. Plus, my face has been a little dry here recently. Alrighty, then for foundations. One I've been reaching for a little bit more here recently, but I really do love it, is this Shiseido one, Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing. I just really like this foundation. I feel like every time I use it, it looks really pretty on my skin. Then over here for concealers, ooh, Shape Tape. I haven't reached for this one in forever. Yeah, let's go with Shape Tape. Then we have powders. Honestly, I try to rotate through these quite often, so it's not like there's one I haven't reached for in a super long time. Definitely think I want to go with my Laura Mercier under eye powder just because it's just so good. And then for my face, let's go with Huda. This one is really pretty on the face, pretty smoothing and all of that. However, it's just very scented, so I don't reach for it super often, but I do like it. Alrighty, then in this drawer. For brows, honestly, I'm probably just going to use my duo that I have in my project pan. So it's my Patrick Ta pencil and Patrick Ta gel. I'll just use that. But for mascara, let's use this baby, the L'Orel Telescopic Lift. If you know, you know. There is some drama behind this mascara. So I kind of just want to give you guys my opinion and show my results and my experience with it. So let's use this. And then for highlight, let's go with this baby, Nabla Ozone. One of my favorites, but I haven't used it in a while, and it's just so pretty. This is a drawer that really needs to be decluttered soon. Blushes, oh my goodness. Actually, I don't want to pick a blush quite yet until I pick a eyeshadow palette, so let's do that first. So let's come over here where all my eyeshadows are. You know what? I actually think I want to reach for ABH Nouveau. I have all my ABH palettes here. They used to be up here on that shelf right there, but then the Pepper picture took over. And I'd rather have Pepper up there on display. So now I have them all just stacked right here. I need a new system. I'll figure that out one day. But I haven't reached for ABH Nouveau in a hot minute. And this palette's beautiful. So coming back here to blushes. Now knowing I'm using that palette. Honestly, still hard to pick a blush though, because I don't know what colors I'm going to use. I usually like to pick like my blush and my lip products last. So then you know, they all combine and go together. But let's go ahead and, for now, pick this one from e.l.f. Is this one? Nope, that's not the one I went. This one is the one I went. The Primer Infused blush in the shade Always Hazy. It's just a really good, like, neutrally sort of blush. So let's go with this one. And for bronzer, ooh, let's go with this one. L'Oreal Lumi Bronze It Bronzer. I used up a whole one of these and then repurchased it because I love it so much. I don't think that I've used it on camera with you guys, though. Again, like since I used it up. So let's use this one. So I just went ahead and grabbed that Patrick Ta duo to add into my pile of goodies. And then for setting spray, I am just going to go ahead and use my Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow. This is in my project pan, and look, there's like hardly any left. This might be my last use, guys. I'm pretty excited about that. And then lips, I am going to hold off on lips until I finish the rest of my makeup, and then we will decide on a lip product. So I think this is a full face. So let's go ahead and get to applying some makeup. Alright, I did not show myself picking this product or applying it, but I went ahead and primed my eyes with my NARS Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. It's in my project pan, trying to use it up. Like I said, we are going to use the ABH Nouveau palette. This is a really pretty palette. Every time I use it, I usually like my looks, but just like looking at the color story, it's just a little all over the place for me. I do get a little confused trying to use it, I'm not gonna lie. But we are gonna use it today. So I think we're gonna start off with this Fleur shade right here. And we're going to pop that into the crease. I haven't even had her yet and my baby hairs are going wild. I'm like, postpartum hair loss, I'm like, great. It's gonna hit me hard, I feel like. Because my little baby hairs are already so wild and crazy all of the time. Like, why? I don't know what's going on with them. I do have to work after this, and I plan on wearing this shirt. A little short on me. The belly's pushing it up a little bit, but I think it'll be doable once I put some leggings on. I still got my pajama pants on right now. With that being said, you're probably like, why did you tell us that? Because I want to try to match the eye look with this shirt a little bit. So next up, we're gonna do a real simple eye look, you guys. I want to go into this Metro shade. Yeah, we're gonna put that on the outer corner and up into the crease as well. Just a little bit deeper of a pinky sort of shade. Oh, these two pinks look so pretty together. Speaking of my hair, I'm sorry it's in a ponytail again. I'm sure none of you care. I don't like wearing my hair in a ponytail all the time, but not a whole lot of effort has been going into my hair these days. Yo, girl is tired. I'm almost 33 weeks pregnant, and I just feel like I'm not it's so weird. I'm like getting up multiple times at night to go to the bathroom, obviously, but it's funny because like I'll get up and then I'll lay back down, and it feels like I'm awake again 5 minutes later to go to the bathroom again. But in reality, it's been like 2 hours, but I just feel like I'm constantly up and down all night, even though I'm sleeping in between. And I know that it doesn't like feel like I am. I don't know. So go back in with that Fleur shade. So yeah, I just have not been putting a whole lot of effort into this hair recently. I'm sure you guys don't mind, like I stated, but still, if we're in a ponytail a lot coming up, that's why. Next up, I'm gonna put glitter primer on, like you guys know I always do. And then I think I'm just gonna go in with this Lily shade right here, this like pinky sparkle. Ooh, that's a little bit more gold. Ooh, yeah, okay. That's pretty. I'm glad I went with this shimmer. It's a pretty monochromatic look, which I'm not mad at. I like monochromatic looks. I have to change my blush though. Now that I'm like looking at this eye look, I'm like, I might want a more pinky blush. That e.l.f. one's a little bit more neutrally toned. We'll see, we'll see. If I change, you guys will obviously see. That is the only bad thing about Shop My Stashes, is like picking the products before you do your makeup. I'm just so particular when it comes to like my cheeks and my like my blush and my lip products, which quite a few of you guys have commented on that in the past, like especially on my 1 week 1 palettes when I like do 5 full looks for you guys. A few of you guys have commented like, you're really good at pairing eyeshadows with blushes and lips and making them all go together. And thank you so much for pointing that out, because I just take it way too seriously. Like probably way more serious than anyone should, but like picking my blush and my lip product to like coincide with my eye look is like one of my favorite things to do. It's just so fun to like make sure they all go together and look good together. So when you guys point that out, it makes me very happy. I did get quite a bit of fallout from that shimmer shade though. Not the end of the world, but just wanted to mention it. Next, we're going in with the Good Molecules silicone-free priming moisturizer. I just haven't reached for this in a while, and this really is, oh, there's like the crusties on the edge. Oh yeah, this has been a while since I reached for it. I think it's still good, it's not bad, but anyways, this is just a really good, almost like lotion-y primer. So if you are dry, I think you would really enjoy this, because it almost is just like you're putting on a moisturizer. I don't know if it'll necessarily like help with longevity or anything like that. That's not really what I reach for this primer for. Then we got the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self Refreshing Foundation. This is in the shade 130 Opal. So this is not the radiant version. This is like their original one. Every time I go to link this, it's like pretty much sold out everywhere, at least on Sephora. That's usually where I link it from. Like all the shades are sold out. So I don't know if it went viral on TikTok and I just missed it because I'm not on TikTok, or like what is going on with that? Or maybe they're trying to phase this one out because the new radiant version that they released, I think last year, is like super popular. A lot of people love that one. I have not tried that one. It's a little bit more luminous. I don't think I would be opposed to trying it. I just haven't yet. And this is a pretty pricey foundation. I want to say it's like $47. But I don't just want to like willy-nilly buy the radiant one when I still have this one, you know what I mean? Yeah, like all the shades are sold out all the time. I don't know why. Because if either one of them went like viral on TikTok, you would think it would be the more radiant one. With like just makeup trends right now, everyone wants like more dewy, natural skin. And this is definitely more of the matte version. So I don't know. If you know what's going on with this foundation, let me know down in the comments, please, because I am curious. Then we've got an oldie but a goodie, kind of. I don't know. I don't love this concealer. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. Tarte Shape Tape. I have 12 in Fair Neutral on this. A little bit drying on me, but not the worst, most drying concealer I've ever tried. Also, I feel like the shade's a little bit yellow for being a neutral undertone. I don't know what's going on with that. It's so funny to me that I still think this is one of like the most popular concealers, like best-selling concealers, even all these years later. I just think a lot of people, like, how do I want to say this? I think a lot of people who aren't super into makeup and don't want to be constantly trying something new, just kind of like, oh, well, Tarte Shape Tape has been around forever. I've been using it forever. I'm just going to keep repurchasing it over and over and over without trying anything new, which totally makes sense. If I wasn't as into makeup as I am, I would probably be the same way. You know what I mean? I would stick to the one thing I know and like and I've been using forever. So I want to say that's probably why. But there are definitely a ton better concealer formulations out there that are a little less drying, but hey, if you like it, you keep using it. And I don't hate it. It's like, it's a good concealer. Just not my favorite. And obviously things work different for everyone. So it could be like drying on me and not drying on you at all. You know what I mean? Now I'm just trying to be politically correct so no one gets mad at me about Tarte Shape Tape. You gotta be careful what you say. I told that to Mike whenever we were filming our couples Q&A. I was like, honey, there was quite a few things I had to cut out because I was like, baby, you can't say that. not that they were like bad, but like you just have to be so careful with what you say on the internet these days to not upset anyone. So I try to be as politically correct as I can be, but I am gonna go ahead and set my makeup off of camera using those two powders that I told you I'm gonna use, the Laura Mercier and the Huda, because that's boring to watch, so be right back. Alrighty, for bronzer, we're going to use my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It Bronzer in the shade Light 01. You guys, I love this so much. I used up a whole one in the past. I don't know what's going on there. I think it's just from use. I don't know. Anyways, I used up a whole one of these in the past. That's how much I love it. And look how massive this pan is. I ended up panning it last year for my project pan and used it all up. And it was such a good feeling, such a good accomplishment to use up such a big bronzer, or just honestly a bronzer in general. But I didn't have it in my collection for like 2 months and I was like, I miss it. I need it back. And I rebought it. It is just so stinking good. There's a little bit of like luminosity. Oh yeah, and sheen to it. Oh, in like the best way possible. Oh, it's so pretty. Obviously, if you like a matte bronzer, this would not be for you. And I typically do go for more matte products, but I just feel like this one isn't overly glowy. You know what I mean? It's not like highlighty or like glittery. You know what I mean? Also, I've been using my Fenty one so much because it's in my project pan that I was happy to pull out a new one. I love the Fenty one. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful, but it's just more matte and all of that. So it was nice to have a little change of scenery. Then we got good old Nabla Ozone Highlight. This is one of my favorites. As you can tell, the embossing is pretty much gone. And there's a pretty, I don't know if you can tell, there's a good indentation in that from use over the last year or so. But I've been really vibing with the new Rare Beauty one, so I really haven't reached for this in a while. Oh, but come on. Oh, that is stunning. Definitely can remember why this is one of my favorite highlighters. Let me know if you have this highlighter in another shade though, because this is obviously the shade Ozone, but it comes in, oh gosh, probably like 6 or 7 other shades, and they all look really pretty. I mean, not every one of them would work for my skin tone, but there are a few others that would probably work for my skin tone. And I'm like wondering next time I see them on sale, usually at Ulta, I'm like, should I pick up another one or should I just love on Ozone? You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to add another highlight to my collection, but I love this one so much. So let me know if you have this in another shade and you're around my skin tone. If you do, what shade is it? And if you love it or not. Please and thank you. Next up, to finish up the lower lash line, all I'm gonna do is take that Fleur shade and run it along there. Nothing too crazy. I always see people do like 2 or 3 different shadows on their lower lash line, and it looks so pretty on them, but I just feel like for me, it like kind of takes over my eye. I already have pretty small eyes, so I don't want to make them look smaller. So I usually go with a pretty boring, basic lower lash line like this. Maybe I should try to step out of my comfort zone and add more shades one of these days. Not today, though. Today is not the day. I am going to go ahead and do brows off of camera, and I'm going to curl my lashes, and then we're going to talk about this mascara a little bit because there's been drama behind it. Okay, so like I stated before, I am not on TikTok, but also I don't live under a rock, so I know who Michaela is from TikTok. I know I probably should be on TikTok, just like promoting my channel and doing makeup videos. I know that like it's faster and easier to grow on there. I know all these things. You can go viral super quickly, but I just also know myself, and I know the amount of time that I waste on like Instagram and YouTube. I don't see YouTube as a waste of time, but Instagram for sure. I just endlessly scroll sometimes and I'm like, what? You're wasting your life, Emily. So I just know myself that like if I got TikTok, I know I would become, I don't want to say addicted, but I would just spend way too much time on it, and I don't want that in my life. I don't want it in my life. So, which I know some of you understand, some of you don't, but like I said, I know who Michaela is, and I did see on YouTube about the drama behind this mascara and her. Apparently, she did, this is all apparent, this is all alleged. I don't know anything about it, but allegedly she did a sponsored TikTok post behind it, which I really hope she disclosed that it was sponsored, because I've been hearing that there's a lot of undisclosed sponsorships on YouTube, and I really hate to hear that. But anyways, I think she did disclose that it was sponsored by L'Oreal, but she like applied a coat of it and then came back with a second coat, and like people are accusing her of putting on false lashes, like really light wispy false lashes, when she's promoting and talking about a mascara. And I don't wanna accuse anyone. I don't know Michaela, obviously. I don't know anything. It did in my humble opinion kind of look like she put on some false lashes. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. It's all alleged. Don't come for me. But in my humble opinion, it did kind of look like she put on some false lashes. And I was like, what are you doing, girlfriend? What are you doing? Like, losing your audience's trust on something like that is such a no-no. Like, the second you lose your audience's trust and like they don't believe your reviews anymore and don't think that you're being honest and truthful, you're lost. So that really stinks. She claims she didn't. I honestly have no idea. So I did get this into me in PR, full disclosure, did get this into me in PR, and I did go ahead and film a sponsored Instagram reel for it. The time I'm filming this video, it hasn't been put up on my Instagram yet. I'm really grateful and I'm really happy that I am able to do a sponsored post with like, it's this and a couple other products. It's not just this mascara, but the time difference between like filming and editing and sending off your like sponsored content and then the brand approving it sometimes can be a while. So hasn't been approved yet. I haven't posted on Instagram yet, but I did want to come on. This is not sponsored, nothing. They don't know I'm using this or talking about it here, but I did want to come on and just tell you my experience with it. The first time I used it, the first 2 or 3 times I used it, I did go ahead and use it with the Maybelline Sky High Tinted Lash Primer, because that was another product that they wanted me to use in that reel. I don't like these two together at all. And I like this product with the Benefit Roller Lash. These two are a good combination, but these two are not. This I feel like made this really clumpy. And this can be clumpy if you are not careful. It has a really interesting wand. It is like flat on one side and then like curved on the other. So as you can see, it's just really interesting. So I think the whole point of it is that you're supposed to use the bristly side to push your lashes up, and then you can twist it and use the side to like separate them. And I definitely like using it for that. I'm gonna give my lashes another quick curl because I curled them a few minutes ago. Now I've been talking for like 4 minutes straight. I had someone comment on one of my videos recently, too chatty. So sorry if you think I'm too chatty. Well, obviously, if you think I'm too chatty, you're probably not watching my videos, but sorry about that. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take that little flat side, and I do like to use it like that to like comb it through my lashes and kind of push them up, distribute the product. Oh, okay, that was my fault. I got some in there, but that was my fault. All right, and then I am gonna flip it on its side here and use the side to just kind of separate it. And I do feel like it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. The first time I used this, I was like, I don't know about it, just because it looked pretty clumpy, and you have to be careful. It can look clumpy if you are not careful. I'm gonna go in with a coat on this side and then a light second layer, very light second layer on both eyes. This wand is just interesting. It really, really is. I've never seen a mascara wand look like this. I kind of prefer a typical wand over this one, not gonna lie, just because it's what I'm used to, but this is, you know, nice. And I feel like it is giving my lashes a little bit of length. Not so much separation. I do think it is a pretty clumpy mascara. And it does hold a curl pretty decently, not the best. I mean, it's not going to replace my Tarte Maneater by any means, but it's a pretty decent mascara. I will say, it's pretty hard to get off at night. I wore this yesterday and last night when I was taking it off, and even this morning, I still woke up with like a little bit of raccoon eyes. So it is kind of hard to get off. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna put a tiny bit more, like a tiny second coat. See how it's getting a little clumpy? That could be my fault for adding too much, but I do usually go in with 2 coats of a mascara. So there's what it looks like with 2 coats, or like a coat and a half coat in a mini coat, without any false lashes. And on someone who doesn't really have like the best lashes in the world. Like I said, I do like it. I think it's a pretty mascara. Is it my favorite ever? No. Is it going to be like my holy grail? I'm going to use it all the time? No, but it's also still pretty new to me. I think this is only my 4th time using it. So it could dry up a little bit, become a little less clumpy. I will keep you guys updated. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to tell you my experience and show you my experience using this, since there's some drama behind it. Also, for wear time, I haven't noticed it really clumping or flaking off throughout the day, but I will say I don't really struggle with that with mascaras. So take that with a grain of salt. I am going to go ahead and just use this e.l.f. blush that I chose. Why not? It's someone I chopped my stash for, and it is a really pretty blush. I think it'll go nicely with this look. I just didn't know if I wanted a little bit more of a pinky blush. Oh, but no, that's looking really nice. I think they still have this shade, maybe on e.l.f.'s website. I don't think they have it on Ulta anymore. I'm not sure why. So I'll try to link it down below through e.l.f.'s website if they still have it. If not, I'm so sorry for using a blush that's not available anymore. Oh, okay. That actually looks really pretty with this eye look. I'm glad I didn't change that up. For lips, we're gonna go real simple, and I'm just gonna throw on a lipstick because I'm not done getting ready for work. I still am gonna eat some breakfast in a few minutes and all that. So we're just gonna throw on the Makeup by Mario Ultra Suede lipstick in the shade Erin. No lip liner or anything. Ooh, these lips are crusty. Oh my gosh, okay. I need to use a lip scrub tonight. Can you see that? I should not have gone in with a matte lipstick. That was not smart of me. So that won't be the lipstick I wear to work today because my lips look real dry and crusty, but I don't think that's a lipstick's fault. That's just me and my dry, crusty lips. It's the winter. Like I said, I need to use a lip scrub tonight, get those off. Last but not least, we're gonna go in with the Catrice Primer Dewy Fixing Spray. I only have a little tiny bit left. Will this be my last use? I don't know. You might see a live empty. No live empty. There's still some left. Maybe another day. And that was you guys. That was a little shop my stash get ready with me. I love doing these type of videos, and I feel like you guys seem to enjoy them too. Me showing you actually shopping my stash. Those drawers, I know they're a hot mess. I know. I kind of want to do some I'm in like the decluttering kind of mood here lately, but I want to save them for when I have my baby. So like I want to film them right before I have her so they can go up while I'm taking care of her. And I'm uploading like, I think once a week, maybe twice a week. I haven't decided. Depends on how many videos I can get pre-filmed for you guys. Just because they're nice and easy to like film and edit. Well, they're really not that easy to film, but to edit and all that, and like declutters seem to be pretty popular here on YouTube. So I think I'm gonna wait and do those coming up in the month of March, April. So be on the lookout for those in the future because I really do need to declutter my makeup. But I always like seeing when other people go through their drawers. I like to see all their makeup and how they have it organized and all of that. So hopefully you guys did it too. I'm glad I used this palette. I hadn't reached for it in a while, and I really, really like how that look turned out. I am still getting some fallout from that shimmer shade, so that's kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. But let me know down below if this is the type of video you like to see. Maybe I can pre-film a couple of these as well for you guys. So I'm putting up content that you want to see while I don't want to say on maternity leave, but maternity leave, I guess. Everything that I use will be listed and linked down below for you guys. They are affiliate links if you decide to shop through them. Thank you so much. You are awesome. But if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.